welcome to the Gadget Show and to a team of slightly apprehensive presenters.
Believe it, because we've genuinely got no idea what's going to happen to us in this week's show.
It's true, we know absolutely nothing, but like the team of consummate professionals that we are, we're completely unprepared for what's to come.
What we do know is that we will face 4 challenges, all of which we must complete before the end of the day.
And to come out on top, we have to win more challenges than we lose.
But we're going to do our best, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
OK, this 5 versus the spiteful, underhanded, downright odd Gadget Show producers. Lord only knows what challenges they've got in store for us.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. But look, guys, I've got the first envelope with the first challenge. Are you ready to get started?
Yes.
Yep. OK, here we go. Dear Gadget Show team, in 1 hour's time, you must take part in a lawnmower race against 3 of the country's fastest champions, including a former world title holder.
Wow.
But there's just one problem. First, you have to build your own racing lawnmower. Everything you need is next to the track, your transport's waiting outside the studio, and the clock is ticking.
Let's go! Come on,
Come on!
We raced outside to discover our transport for the day.
Oh, a taxi!
And with John as cabbie, we used the taxi's preloaded sat-nav instructions to take us to our first challenge.
Yeah, look, lawnmowers. This is it. Good driving, Johnny boy.
Thanks, John.
Now,
See, this is what we're aiming for, isn't it?
So cool!
but all we had was a collection of lawnmower parts.
Yeah, look, lawnmowers. I tell you what,
Yes.
I've got an idea. John, why don't you do the wheels?
Fine.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Why don't Polly and Anna do some body work?
Body work and mud guards, and we'll work on the steering mechanism and the brakes.
Okay.
That sorted, we had just 60 minutes to rebuild this skeleton into a fully functioning racing machine. No pressure then.
Lawnmower racing began in 1973, and now the British Lawnmower Racing Association organises British and World Championships across 4 different classes, the most powerful being Group 4, the class we were racing in.
Sorry.
These lawnmowers come with a high-performance 13.5 brake horsepower engine, so we had to be sure that everything that went together stayed together.
First job, attach the mud guards and the bodywork.
Jason took charge wiring up the fiddly electrics as precious minutes slipped by.
How are we doing for time? Someone needs to keep an eye on time. Can you help us out with this?
Our next job was to attach the seat. It had to be bolted securely, or the driver would be thrown off the lawnmower.
That ain't going anywhere. Job done! With 50 miles an hour, this thing's going to go. 50 miles an hour.
At that speed, you can't take chances. We needed an expert driver.
Yeah.
Mr. B? Mr. B.
Totally, Mr. Bentley's in the seat.
Do you want to do it?
I'd love to do it.
15 minutes, guys.
About 10 minutes, guys. Maybe we should go and get dressed.
Oh my God, is that part of the time limit as well?
Absolutely, quickly.
With only seconds to spare, our build was complete.
Where's that driver? John! John! Hey!
So, everything was set for the race. Nothing could go wrong now, could it?
In a split second, our smiles had gone. We faced total disaster. If we couldn't get the mower going, we'd fail the first challenge.
The inaugural Gadget Show Lawnmower Grand Prix against 4 British and world champions was about to start, but with me stranded. It was an agonising few minutes, but with just about everybody behind me, the engine finally spluttered into life.
Give me some throttle, Johnny boy!
Being a novice racer, I was given a practice lap, and then, because I couldn't risk stopping, I was allowed a rolling start.
Go!
And I immediately took the lead.
He just had to keep it for 3 adrenaline-filled laps.
He's keeping the world champion at bay, just behind him there.
John was now flying. As he went into the second lap, I clocked him doing 40 kilometres an hour.
40! But the competition was fierce, and John slipped back into 3rd. Giving it everything. He clawed his way back into 2nd place.
Oh, nice overtake by the Bentley there.
It was the last lap, and John was still in the top 3. But could he hold on round the final bend? It was neck and neck!
Hold it, John!
Despite a sticking throttle and a lawnmower built by a gang of amateurs, John amazingly hung on and took second place.
Superb driving.
Wasn't it? That last corner was poetry, man. The guy even had the inside line and you still kept him off.
Well done, John. Fantastic. Well, listen, we might not have actually won the race, but we've still got 3 more challenges to go. Well done, John. See you in a minute.
Welcome back to a special edition of the Gadget Show. Special because it's a bit of a surprise.
Absolutely.
At least it will be a surprise when we find out what the surprise is.
Yeah, what Jason's actually trying to say is that this is the Gadget Show surprise special, where we have to complete 4 surprise challenges in 1 day.
Yeah, we've already completed 1. It was a Class 4 lawnmower race, John. Narrowly missed out on victory. Well.
And so to our next challenge. Now, challenge 2 is, well, we actually have no idea until I open this envelope right here.
That's the point.
So do it.
Dear Gadget Show team, in the second stage of your surprise challenge, you'll all be playing computer games.
Yes!
There are 5 of you, 5 games and 5 experts to compete against. You do the maths. You must win at least 3 individual contests to win the challenge. Go on then, the clock's ticking.
Let's do it!
Back in our taxi, we discovered our individual gaming categories.
Susie to do motorbike, Jason to do dancing, Polly to do table tennis, John to do a quiz, and Otis to do singing. These are the computer games.
They're going down. So we were fully fired up as we arrived at our gaming venue, knowing that just 3 victories would win us the challenge.
Quick!
Then we burst into the gaming room for the first of our 5 gaming showdowns. I made an amazing discovery. My expert opponent was an old mate of mine, James Toseland, Britain's youngest ever world superbike champion. James and I would be playing MotoGP on iPad, and we would be going head-to-head around 2 laps of the Le Mans racing circuit.
All right, you ready, guys and girls? Where's that flag?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
Go, Suze! Go, Suze! Go!
With James's real-life experience of Le Mans, he was already well ahead before I'd barely left the starting line.
James leapt into the lead, Suze.
Don't let...
Using a motion sensor on the iPad, we could steer our bikes from side to side, accelerating and braking using the touchscreen.
Break it, take brake, off the brake.
I was raggedy and was dropping further and further behind, while James was using all his professional skill to take him neatly through the bends. But then, disaster struck for the world champion.
Oh, no, he messed up. Come on, Suze. Yes! James is now down in 7th place.
He ran wide onto the gravel trap, so I seized my chance and I took the lead. Oh, yeah.
Now it's a right-hander, tight one. This is it.
Good girl, she's in first.
She's playing a really good mental game. Just don't panic, just take it easy.
At the end of the first lap, I was still in the lead, but James was winding me in all the time, moving up the ranks till he was practically breathing down my neck.
He's shoved the rocket up it, Suze.
But Susie was in the lead, and there were just 3 bends to go before the finishing line. Stay on the track. Good, Susie, boost it.
And she was holding it.
Good, Suze, really good driving, my love.
But then...
Oh, just lost on that corner.
And suddenly James was back into first place and racing towards the finishing line. I was devastated. I'd lost it on the final bend.
Oh, guys, I'm really sorry. Mind you, coming second to James Toseland, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Where are we going?
Après-vous.
We were 1-0 down, and it was now down to me to win our next game. Dance Central, a motion-controlled dance game for the new Xbox Kinect.
But Jason had stiff competition from our celebrity breakdancing opponent, Tobias Mead, a finalist in Britain's Got Talent.
You got some moves on you? Otis, could you do it? All right, man.
Tobias went up first.
Come on, man. You don't need it. In our Dance Central Smackdown, Tobias and I would have to copy on-screen dance moves while the state-of-the-art technology in the Kinect tracked our body's movements. The winner would be the one who matched the highest number of dance moves. Tobias was flawless, and to top it all off, he ended with some crazy freestyle. His final score, he completed a staggering 89% of his moves perfectly.
Wow, that's a good score.
But all was not lost. Jason seemed to be getting into his groove.
Looking good.
Thanks, Suze.
Flawless, dude! Oh, yeah.
But to beat my top opponents, I had to give it everything I got.
What a performance!
We were confident Jason's score would top Tobias's.
I think you should.
A dismal 36%.
I clearly hadn't matched enough of the 360's dance moves as perfectly as my opponent.
6% of moves passed.
Oh, I'm going to walk for a week and that's what I get! You know what, I'm sorry, but it all comes down to you three now.
It does.
Now we'd lost 2 of the 5 games. We had to win the last 3 remaining games to stay in the challenge.
Next, though, I was totally unprepared for a surprise meeting with one of my all-time heroes, Desmond Douglas, MBE. 14 times English table tennis champion. Table tennis legend. We chose Polly to go up against him on a virtual version of his game using Sports Champions for the PlayStation Move.
Instead of table tennis bats, we had PS3 Move controllers, which a camera would track to work out the speed and angle of our swing. I was on the right of the screen, Desmond on the left. Whoever was the first to 11 points would win. I had no chance.
Here it comes.
Good, Polly.
Excellent, Polly. Well done.
But Polly got off to a great start.
On to the Gadget Show!
Amazingly, I clocked up another 6 points.
Desmond was looking a bit dismal, though he did manage to claw back 2 points and a bit of pride.
Okay. 6-2. Okay.
But Polly steamed on through to match point. We were on the brink of victory.
But we had no time to get complacent. We had to win both of the remaining games to win the challenge. Next up was general knowledge game Buzz, also on the PS3.
We had a formidable opponent. CJ, resident boffin on TV show Eggheads. And well known for his cocky attitude.
I may just want to start backing the winning side anyway.
So we put forward the brain box of the team, Oxford-educated John.
In this round, whoever answered correctly first would rise further away from danger, the drop zone. Each question lost meant a fall closer to it and elimination. I was tense, and it didn't help me having to answer questions about Paris Hilton.
That's right.
Nephrology? Ah! Sounds medical, just not sure what it is.
Kidneys.
CJ was hot on his buzzer. It wasn't looking good.
Yeah, no, but he got it quicker.
The Earth's crust is divided into what kind of plates?
But Brainbox Bentley pulled us back from the brink. Yes! Winning the next 2 questions.
No sweat.
Though before I knew it, I was once again perilously close to the drop zone.
How many of the world's tallest mountains are in Asia? No idea.
And if we lost this question, we'd lose the game and the whole challenge.
You know what that means? It means we've actually lost the challenge.
Yeah, but we could still win back our pride, couldn't we?
So even though we were disappointed with losing the challenge, we had to win our last game, Def Jam Rap Star on the Xbox 360, to salvage that much-needed pride.
So I stepped up to the mic against UK grime artist Bashi. A recent MOBO award winner, he'd be a hard act to rap against. But to boost team spirit, I was determined to win.
Oh, he's got the moves as well. Come on, Oates, man.
On Def Jam Rap Star, the rapper with the best rhythm and pitch would get the highest score.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
And Otis was hot. Early on, he leapt 20,000 points beyond our opponent.
For the right time to shoot my sleeves, waiting for the right time to flash them keys. Then
But could he maintain his lead?
girl, baby, make it.
I done it! My final score was over 50,000 points more than Rapmaster Bashi's. Even though we'd lost the overall challenge, I was well proud.
But the bad news is, as you know, we lost 3. We only won 2 of those challenges, so we don't get this challenge. And also, as you know, John lost by a whisker, so we're 2 challenges down, guys.
Oh, yeah, but the good news is there are still 2 more challenges to go.
Yes.
So are we going to win? Go team!
Yes!
Go!
Yes! Yes!
Welcome back to this, so far, amazing Gadget Show surprise special.
It really is incredible. A whole day of team-based challenges, 4 to be precise, and we only know the nature of each challenge when we finish the one that's just before it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So far, we've had 2 challenges, the first of which featured us clambering around and building a racing machine out of a lawnmower. We then entered it into a Class 4 lawnmower race with Mr. Bentley at the helm, and we only narrowly missed victory.
Yeah. The second challenge, however, we had to compete against professionals in different genres on a computer game, but we unfortunately lost.
Yeah, but you smashed it, girlfriend!
And the third challenge is in this envelope, which I'm already opening to save time and attention. Dear Gadget Show team, your third challenge will take place at Maxstoke Park Golf Club on the outskirts of Birmingham.
Golf!
There you will have 1 hour to try and score a hole-in-one.
That's great!
Don't worry, already there and waiting is a plethora of assorted tech for you to use.
Excellent.
Now, before you get back in the taxi, take this bag, which
Got it.
inside is your ever so flattering golf attire. So we were off. There was no time to lose.
But then we realised we needed to get changed.
Asda, 24 hours.
Yeah, let's stop here and get changed quickly. Into our golfing gear. So rude.
All topped up, we were now raring to start our golfing challenge.
Let's do it.
Oh, look at this. This is marvellous.
We had exactly 60 minutes in which to try and get a hole-in-one on this 100-yard golf hole, by any means possible.
Ready and waiting to hopefully help us achieve this was a huge, and I mean huge, array of gadgetry.
Oh, look at all this stuff!
Wow! Including your pretty standard golfing tech like clubs, balls and laser rangefinders.
I'm feeling lucky, got my lucky draws on. One of us will do it. A hole-in-one.
But interestingly, the Gadget Show team had also supplied us with some rather weird-looking things that didn't immediately scream golf.
Oh, you beast!
Conscious of the ticking clock and becoming a little tired of the blatant tomfoolery,
Ow!
I left the others and opted to try my luck with a more comfortingly traditional-looking combination of tech. These look extremely high-quality ones, and these marvellous professional balls. Brilliant. Luckily, I'd picked up a set of Ping K15s, golfing irons which claim to improve the consistency of your ball striking thanks to large club heads with a low centre of gravity. But could they help a rank amateur like myself who hadn't played for, well, a couple of years? I had some lessons in 1974 from Mr. Ron Lee, drove a Ferrari Dino, I remember. But without Ron at my side, I felt I needed the help of 2 further golfing aids. I had the Power Tee, an automatic ball loading machine that's normally found at driving ranges, St Andrews and the Belfry to name but 2. Plus, I had the Dream Swing, a training device that connects to your club, guiding it to move in the ideal plane to produce a so-called perfect swing. Oh, no, gosh.
While John got to grips with his tech, the rest of us were getting to grips with a clever camera system that had been installed to show how close to, or maybe how far from, the hole we got. Now, you see the flag over there?
Uh-huh.
On top of that, it's a little pinhole camera looking down, OK, and it gives a very accurate readout, you can see it on the screen, of exactly where the balls that we're hitting hopefully are landing.
So good for nearest to pin competitions. And everything.
That's exactly what it's used for.
However, thus far, a hole-in-one wasn't exactly forthcoming from John.
We know that you meant to miss it then.
I love the way the ball just went. Embarrassed.
Oh,
Cut that one a bit.
No, that's no good at all.
Relax, relax. Tiger Woods, come on.
Weirdly, the tide began to turn.
Amazingly, John kept peppering the green. Again.
Nice.
And again. With one missing the hole by mere centimetres.
Oh, look at the power in it, though.
It's like swoon ball, but for golf. John had clearly given his all, but with 15 of our 60 minutes gone, I took centre stage, armed with something altogether more unconventional. The self-assembly Estes Excalibur model rocket. Inside the nose cone, you'd normally put an egg for little scientific experiments, and as you can see, I've actually put a proper golf ball in there.
How have you judged where it's going to go?
I'm just putting it where I think.
Just purely on your own instinctive, wonderful judgment.
Exactly that. Now, this is a Class C solid fuel engine, which is relatively powerful, so do be careful. Right. I'm now live. I've put the firing key in place. Are we ready on the launch pad?
We're ready. Launch pad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All in one. Here we come.
Go.
Go, baby!
Excellent.
Whoa! That was brilliant! That was brilliant! Wasn't it?
Congratulations.
Thanks, man! That was so nearly in the hole! Oh, kids! Science!
Jason's line of attack was undoubtedly great to watch, but let's be honest, it wasn't all that measured. So I'd hatched a hopefully ingenious plan to drive the ball to the hole using this hobby engine crawler crane and this hobby engine mining truck, working in tandem.
I'm going to pick the ball up off the tee in the crane, then I'm going to swing it round, put it into the truck, and then I'm going to drive my little truck all the way over to the hole and tip it out.
Things didn't exactly start too well as the wind was playing havoc with my crane. But after some persistence, I finally grabbed the ball.
Oh, you beauty!
And transferred it into the truck for the long drive to the hole.
Start walking after the dog. Hey boy, go fetch.
Meanwhile,
Look what I found.
it was the hilariously named Doggy Driver, a golf club-shaped tennis ball flinging device that lets you work on your golf swing while keeping your dog entertained all at the same time.
Now, I have no idea how to swing a golf club. See him do that, and then... Did it go? It did, but I don't... Hey, there it is. Okay. We'll try that again.
But sadly, it didn't go any further the second time. Okay, in fact, it didn't go at all.
Otis, that was rubbish, man.
Don't mind me.
So I swiftly moved on to my next bit of tech, the Wild Sling, a super stretchy slingshot that requires 3 people to operate. So I roped in John and Jason and tried it out, flinging a tennis ball.
Right, and we should get wider, shouldn't we? Give it some real welly.
Yeah.
Hang on, Polly's there! Brilliant! Wait! Polly, look out!
Yeah, thanks for that, Otis. The hole's actually that way.
The Wild Sling was never going to get us a hole-in-one, so we had no choice but to down tools and offer some gentlemanly support to Polly and her rather lugubrious remote-controlled truck.
How's it going, Paul?
Yeah, slowly, Jay.
Slowly catching monkey, though. Look at that!
I know, it's getting there.
Great job. I love the slow trickle of Polly. You know? It's just...
My moment of truth had finally arrived.
This is it, Paul. You're actually closer than any of us have been so far.
I lined up my mining truck with expert precision.
So, let me take the pole out.
Yeah, good work, man.
There we are.
This is interesting. It's got a pretty wide end. Do you think it's lined up properly?
Then nervously hit the button to tip the truck.
Come on, Polly, you can do it.
Oh, no!
Have we got time to do it again? We haven't, have we?
No, we haven't.
No.
We've only got 5 minutes,
It's about an
John.
hour and a half to get here.
And where's Susie?
Where is she?
Engrossed in our frankly crazy and wacky ideas, the last failure-filled half an hour had flown by, so much so that we hadn't even registered Susie's absence. But as we ran/barrel rolled back to the teeing area, she returned, and she wasn't alone.
Guys!
Hi, Susie!
Oh, there she is.
Got an idea!
While the others were struggling to find the hole, I decided to make a desperate call to Gadget Show friends and Birmingham-based engineers Grant and Adam, who are 2 of the UK's best pro remote control helicopter flyers.
You're gonna love this, Chase. Look, helicopter.
I begged them to bring over their top-of-the-range Kasama Shrimok helicopter and some tools to knock up a simple grabbing arm.
Close, open.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
It was genius, but completely untested. However, with 3 minutes left on the clock, it was go time.
Do it, let's do it.
Right, yeah?
Yeah. Allow me to set up your ball this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, Sue.
Our hopes of glory now rested on Susie, Grant and Adam.
Adam was in charge of flying the helicopter while I was controlling the grabbing arm. And my first job was to scoop the ball off the tee.
That was easy.
I'd done it. The ball was on board. It was now over to Adam to fly the helicopter towards the hole.
Wow!
This is just superb.
Yes!
A As we approached the green, Adam was really fighting the wind, but thanks to his years of tournament-winning skill, the helicopter was soon lowered to a mere 5 inches above the hole. This was my big moment. Time to release the ball.
Now! Yes! Very good.
That was the most techie, gadgety hole-in-one
Just
ever.
incredible precision.
Well, and it'll revolutionise golf, I think.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Okay, guys, before we disappear off to the 4th and final challenge, it's time to talk about this week's Gadget Show competition, and that is something we do all know about.
You better believe it, this is the bit where we really do pay attention.
Yeah, and you need to pay lots of attention too, because in keeping with the theme of this week's show, surprise, we've got a very lovely surprise for you.
But before we get to that surprise, how about seeing what surprise looks like on someone's face that's a Gadget Show competition winner?
We started this series of the Gadget Show by giving away our biggest prize fund ever, containing no less than... No, wait for it, wait for it.
Got it.
184 gadgets!
Whoa!
And we just had to find out what it looked like to receive 184 gadgets. So along with a lorry load of gadgets, we sent a Gadget Show crew.
It began when we were filming our road trip special in Wales.
Alistair McShane, do you remember entering our competition on the first show of this series? You do? And do you remember that it was our biggest prize fund ever? It was 184 gadgets. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Alistair, guess what?
What?
You've
won it, dude! You've won the competition! Well done, Alistair McShane!
And so, with that, our trusty Gadget Show van began the journey to Scotland, all the way to the banks of the beautiful Loch Fyne in Argyllshire, where a very excited Alistair was waiting with his mum Sandra and girlfriend Dodie.
I'm 20 years old, and this is easily the best thing I've ever had in my life. That's a lot of stuff.
Best start unloading then.
A toaster for you, Mum. I've seen PS3s, I've seen iPod speakers, I've seen some things I don't even know what they are, but it all looks amazing, and not even made a dent in it yet, have we?
Alistair's house might have one of the best views in Scotland, but it's not the biggest. And as the prizes kept coming, it got pretty cosy in there. Barely enough room to swing a cat.
Sure, there's gonna be enough room. Look fun, eh? If I can stand up in them. Check that out. Gorgeous.
In addition to the PS3, there was a Lego Mindstorm, 2 Samsung tellies, an AR drone.
Looks absolutely amazing.
Some video glasses, and even a Dyson to help clean up all the packaging from the dozens of other prizes filling up the house. After all that, what did Alistair make of his 184 prizes?
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Oh, man! What a massive haul of gadgets, 184.
The only problem, of course, is that having given away so much stuff, we couldn't possibly afford to do it again, could we?
No.
Surprise! Yes, big surprise, because we are going to do it again.
So that means I get to say it again with even more chutzpah. 184 gadgets!
There it is.
That's what we're giving away. That's what you can win.
Welcome back to the final part of our Gadget Show surprise special. But remember, it's all about us lot facing 14 challenges in one day. The surprise bit is we don't know about each challenge until we get there.
Yep, we've raced, we've gamed, and we've golfed our way through 3 challenges so far, and here's where the scores are. We've lost 2.
Yeah.
But we've just won 1! And we've got 1 more to go.
Yes, now with the clock counting down to the end of the day, there's one last challenge to face.
Yep, and I've a feeling deep in the pit of my stomach that it's a biggie. Let's find out what it is.
We've got to win it, though. We've got to win it.
Dear Gadget Show team, for your final challenge, you will need to get to the NEC in Birmingham, where you have to break another Guinness World Record! All will be fully explained once you're on the way there.
On the way?
Get to it!
Let's get in the taxi!
Guinness World Record!
Ooh, iPads.
Let's go, Johnny, let's go!
Ah, here it is, final challenge.
Over the past few days, a team of crack gadget experts have constructed a giant video game for you. Your challenge is to enter the record books by playing the world's biggest game of Tetris.
What's it? What's it?
Got to play the world's biggest game of Tetris.
That is awesome.
We arrived at the NEC to find a whopping great Tetris grid.
Wow! Look at that!
Look at it.
It was made up of 200 boxes, neatly placed in 10 rows of 20, making up a 105.7 metre squared Tetris game.
It would play just like the original 80s game, where you rearrange randomly dropped blocks called tetraminos in order to create complete winning lines.
It was remarkable.
It was like a work of art. Even this low-down perspective, you still get a sense of the screen, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a lovely light, isn't it?
Oh, look, we can see what's inside, look.
Each of the 200 cardboard boxes had one 64 tri-LED light inside, supplied by specialist Slanter.
Our giant game was created by running a copy of 8-bit Tetris for the old-school Nintendo gaming console through some pixel mapping software. This software converts video signals into light signals, and so each one of the pixels on the Tetris game was turned into a light on the grid.
We would control the game using these pressure pads. Each one was wired to mimic a control on the keyboard. Left, right, flip and down.
Nice.
When we stepped on the mats, the tetraminos would move.
It's amazing.
To coordinate our moves, one of us would have to go up in a cherry picker to look down on the game and shout directions.
So the gauntlet had been thrown down, and we'd been set an epic challenge. We badly needed this win, and to get a world record would be the perfect end to an amazing day.
So how are we going to do it?
Gameplay,
Okay,
yeah.
can I propose this? Can I go up in the cherry picker?
I think so.
Is that cool?
You go up there, bark orders to us.
Yes.
I'll go left.
I'll take the right.
Spin.
You can be spin, yeah.
I'll go down.
Okay.
You go down.
Well, that was easy. This is good. This is feeling good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we going to do this?
It's all about focus.
It
it's
is.
all about timing, and it's all about
Yes.
listening and
Yeah,
concentrating.
even if we do well, we can't start chatting and having some fun. We've got to stay on game for this.
You're in control with the efficiency of your instructions.
I'm there, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do this!
So our confidence was up, and we were feeling good about getting the world record. I headed up in the cherry picker to take charge of the game.
Wow! I've never seen anything quite so beautiful and quite so strange, and yet really, really familiar. It's really bizarre. Honestly, this is incredible.
That's great, it's all working.
On the ground, overseeing the whole proceeding, was our old friend Gaz from the Guinness World Records team.
Ready?
And he would decide whether we would be awarded that much-prized world record.
We were all in position with our overhead camera giving a perfect view of the giant Tetris board.
Okay, Gadget team, are we ready for this?
Ready.
Good luck, Jace.
Suddenly, playing the world's biggest game of Tetris and completing 5 lines felt like an impossible task.
Cut the lights!
The pressure was unbearable.
Okay, here we go. Down, down, down. Stop, spin, 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 spin.
As the game started, we quickly focused on Jason's directions.
Spin, spin.
But I knew that if I didn't give clear enough instructions to the team, we would all fail.
Messed that up on the first one, guys. It's my fault, it's my bad. I'm gonna correct that. Okay, spin, spin, spin.
It wasn't an easy task, but after my initial mistake, I regained my composure and focus.
We're not there yet. Let me just think this through. Left, left,
As
left.
the tetraminos fell into place, it felt like we were starting to gain control of the game.
Approaching our first line, guys.
Okay.
Down. First line!
Yes!
Okay, now, right.
It was a good start. Jason was doing amazingly well plotting the grid.
Good, John. Great work, dude. Right. Spin.
If we held our nerve, we'd have lines 2 and 3 in the bag.
Right. Down. Number 3!
Yes!
We were gradually getting closer to our 5 lines. Our concentration levels were through the roof. This was tough.
I'm using the time just to settle myself a little bit. Okay, let me think about this. Right, spin. All the way down. Yes! 4th line! Oh my God!
We were only 1 line away from our world record.
That's good, that's fine as it is. As fine as it is. That's good. Take it down, John. Right, 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 right. Good. Down, down, down. Spin. Spin. Left. Really well done. 5th line!
That's 5 lines. That's a Guinness World Record.
Keep going, keep going!
Keep going!
Yes,
left,
keep going.
left!
We'd done it! We'd got the world record!
But there was no time for celebration. The game was still going on, and there was a chance we could push the record even further.
So hard.
We quickly regained our composure and settled back down to play.
Left, 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 all the way to the left. Good, now down. 6! 6 lines! 7 lines! 7! I'm losing my voice. Left.
We were doing well, but it was clear I was starting to make mistakes and putting the tetraminos in the wrong place.
No, dash.
Soon
left,
the
left.
grid was filling up with too many gaps.
Down, 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 down. Oh, no.
I wasn't holding out much hope for any more rows.
You're doing a really great job. I'm making it more difficult for you than I should.
Okay,
Left.
just concentrate.
Left. Left. Ah.
But
right.
then I got the tetraminos that I needed. A straight line of 4 to fit neatly down the side, giving me 2 more lines.
That's 9 lines! 9! Left, left, left! We've won it! We've won it! Oh.
Well done, Jay!
Well done, Team Gadget. Press the down switch, please, Governor. A world record, and we got 9 lines. That is such an accomplishment. Whoa! Well done, guys. Awesome. You guys rock, honestly. Here he is, man. How you doing?
Yeah, good. You needed 5 lines, you got 9. You're Guinness World Record holders.
Right.
The largest game of Tetris was played on the Gadget Show in Birmingham, UK. Look at that.
Absolutely astonishing. What an incredible way to end the day.
So we won 2 of the 4 challenges, but we got a world record.
We did.
And as we celebrate, we'll say goodbye. See you soon.
See you next time.
Look at that.